This morning, growing concerns over an increase in COVID-19 cases in both children and young adults. Liza Lucas in the newsroom walking us through what we know about these outbreaks and how to protect your child. Liza.
Good morning, Sheba. Yes, a lot of talk about these new contagious variants. That is just one of the factors that the CDC is looking at when it comes to these outbreaks of clusters that they're seeing pop up across the country. Let's take a closer look. The UK variant, really one of those that has been circulating for a while now here in the U.S. and actually in Minnesota, 740 schools with the variant cases. That is one of the highlights that the CDC has been talking about. Other experts really have on their radar, and the head of the CDC yesterday in a White House briefing said that these variants are partly to blame for these increases in cases, but that's not the only factor. She says they're also seeing an increase in cases due to youth sports and extracurricular activities, and this was really due to the 18 to 24 age group, and the CDC, as a result of this, is really asking for these sports and extracurricular activities to be limited, or in cases where they cannot be limited, to really have regular testing in place to prevent the spread of the virus. And then the third factor they're really looking at when it comes to these increase in cases of kids and young adults is the impact of the vaccine. Obviously, the access to the vaccine has been expanded, but for the majority of states, really the older populations and those with certain conditions are still the ones being prioritized. So we're talking about 18 to 24-year-olds in some cases, and kids, especially where we know they are not yet approved for the vaccine, they are still a vulnerable population. So that can also be a factor for these numbers. So there's a lot at play here. There's a lot that they still have to learn, Sheba, but these are just some of the things they are looking at when we talk about this increase in cases in kids and young people.
Yeah, it's a little, as a parent, Liza, it's a little confusing too, because these kids have been playing sports pretty much all year long. A number of teams, at least here in Georgia, have been allowing the kids to play together. So we're nearing the end of the school year, and all of these numbers are now coming out. But of course, we'll keep a close eye on it for all of you out there.